in. Welcome to the Star in the Lantern Tarot. Hello, guys. How are you? I hope you're well. All right, don't forget today is astrology reports. All right. So if you don't want an astrology report, then just either hang out or catch me. Sunday will be your 7-day forecast and where you stand. Monday will be yes or no format. Tuesday. So if you want to ask questions, it'll be Tuesday. Okay? Tuesday. All right. There's noise in the background. The fan is on. I'm hot. All right. It is 90 degrees right now. 90 degrees. I'm sweating my ass off. All right. It's astrology report. So I'm going to let people come in while I learn how to read, while I learn how to spell astrology. You know what? You don't have to say me. We're going to go through the zodiacs. Just listen for your zodiacs. We're going to start with Aries. We're going to end with Pisces. You don't have to say me. Just listen for your sign, okay? So, let me put that back in there. You don't even have to have a like number. You know what? Scratch the fucking like numbers too. If you already liked it, that's great. Anybody comes in that don't like it, don't say nothing. We're just going to do astrology. I don't care today. I'm too hot. Too hot and too pissed off to care. Because it's hot. It's hot. Hey, Bubba. Even a little Bubba sweat in there. I got Trip. TV's on. Okay.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, astrology by sign. I'm going to let people run in.
Look at me.
Okay. Astrology by sign. I'm going to let people run in. So, anyway, a long time ago, I made this astrology report sign for me to do your guys' astrology reports, and then it kind of just died off. So I have the houses, what they mean. I have the planets. Okay, so we're gonna know what we're talking about. All right, we're gonna know what we're doing. At least I come prepared with a chart. And no, this is not a pizza box. It's a diaper box. Because I don't like to buy shit when I got cardboard and markers in my brain. There's no sense in buying a bunch of shit that I'm not going to use all the time. It's ridiculous. I'm not one for wasting money. Sorry. Alright. So, today is your astrology report. Let me get you guys brought up on the other gadgets because I forgot what I was doing here. Alright. Okay, let me get you guys brought up on this tabletto. Alright. Okay. Save the trees and reuse. Yeah. You would be surprised how many times I just get cardboard box, make my own shit. I had your Rahu and Ketu, right? It's a dragon on a pizza box. So I drew a dragon and I did the circle where if Rahu and Ketu, if they're in the houses, what does that mean? And every time I use that for Rahu and Ketu, everybody was like, now I'm hungry for pizza. Now I'm hungry for pizza, because it was on a pizza box. I'm like, well, go get you some pizza. I don't know if I have it around me or not. I'll have to find it. It's a pretty cool thing because the dragon spins. I think I see it. Hang on.
Yeah, oh no, look at me.
Do you need to pull up on?
No. No, no, no.
You sure?
No, 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 no.
What, cars?
No. No, no, no.
Okay, don't pee in your pants. Alright?
Oh, no, oh, no. Look at
Anyway, yeah, this is my K2. My Rahu K2. See the dragon? Because Rahu K2, it's the tail of the dragon, the head of the dragon. So I made it on a pizza box. And then if it's in the house of Aries versus the house of, if you spin it, see how the tail ends up in one house and the head ends up in the other house? So I made this a long time ago for your Rahu K2. And every time I used it, everybody's like, I want pizza. I want pizza. I'm like, shut up. Hey, don't throw it. Trip, go get it.
No.
Stop throwing that. Quit throwing. You put it on. You don't throw it. You're going to think you're not doing anything, sir.
I have to get, oh no, look at me.
Trip, you can't always watch oh no, look at me, because when it's done, Bubba.
I'm not doing Mickey Mouse. I'm not doing Mickey Mouse. I'm not doing Mickey Mouse.
Hush, we're not doing Mickey Mouse.
I want Mickey. I want spiritual person.
Oh, hang on. All right.
They live.
Yep. All right. So it's going to be astrology, okay? Today. So if you don't want an astrology report, catch me Tuesday. Catch me Sunday for your 7-day forecast and where you stand. Monday is yes or no format. Tuesday is questions, all right? Because I don't have trip on Tuesdays. Are we going by rising or sun? You always go by your sun sign if you're doing a general, because that's who you are. You are your sun sign. Your rising sign is the inspirations and your aspirations and your good things about you. And the moon, of course, is your emotions. But if you're going to be doing a general, you always go by your sun sign, because that is the house you're born in. I'm an Aquarius sun and I'm an Aquarius rising. But if I was to do this, I would be Aquarius sun. So you always go by your sun sign. Okay? Always sun sign. Now, it is loud because I have a fan, and I tried to move the fan far away from me, but still be able to get some air. So you do hear the big blue fan in the background. So I know it's like a lot of stuff going on here. Alright? Sorry. Oh yeah, and what did you find out, edits? We got time. I'm gonna let people roll in. Yeah, I'm going to let people roll in, so you got time. You got time. What'd you find out? Okay, while you guys are chit-chatting in here, I'm going to put my planets, all right, in my houses. All right.
Taxi and police car and ambulance.
Okay. Oh, I don't have the moon on here. I thought I did. We must have a stellium in Pisces. Where's Uranus? Where's Uranus? Uh-oh. Where's Uranus? Uranus is in Taurus, of course. Should have known that. Uranus being the slower planet. Taurus. Alright. Oh. Well, I'm going to say you got a lot of good degrees here. Because is Jupiter's in Cancer? Is that right? Get out of my head. Get off me. Jupiter is in Cancer. Okay. All right. So as a average for everybody, okay, for everybody, just from us and everybody else rotating around the sun, okay, just for us, okay, the sun is in Pisces, and this is about your intuition and endings. The sun in Pisces is about endings, okay? The moon is in Cancer, and it's in, it likes being in Cancer, okay? The moon in Cancer. So this is about comfort and family and home life, all right? Mercury is in Pisces, and it is retrograde. So this is about introspection, reviewing, rewriting, all of the re's, redoing, reviewing, rewriting, anything that starts with the R-E, all right? And intuitive thought. So this is about your thoughts, all right? Venus is in Aries. So with Venus being in Aries, this is about being bold. Remember what I said, confidence was key. Being bold, direct, all right? And it's about energies towards relationships. Edits, energy towards relationships. All right, Mars is in Pisces. This is about compassion and artistic actions. All right, Jupiter is in Cancer. This is about emotional growth. Saturn is in Pisces. All right, this is about setting boundaries. Remember what I said yesterday. Y'all need healthy boundaries. Remember, good fences make great neighbors. If you don't have boundaries, people are going to trample all over you. Okay? So, Saturn in Pisces is about boundaries. And then Uranus is in Taurus. Alright? So, Uranus is about change and liberty and freedom. Right? It's in the house of stability and money and possessions. Well, with Uranus being change in a house of stability and money, I'm going to say it depends on whether you're being a manifester or being a crybaby, whether that's going to be good or bad. right? And then Pluto is also in, I don't have Pluto here. Pluto is also in Aquarius, all right? Pluto is a transformation. It's a planet of transformation in the house of Aquarius, being innovative, all right? It's about friends and groups and future and wishes and goals. And Pluto's a planet of transformation. I'm going to say with Pluto being in Aquarius, you may be changing your mind about how you see your future. Maybe for the last 5 years, you were adamant about living in Florida. And then with these planets doing the things that they're doing, all of a sudden you're like, no, I really don't want to go to Florida. Now I want to go to Colorado. I think I've changed my mind. You could be finding a lot of that. All right? All right. You could be finding a lot of that. Now, it looks like a stellium in Pisces, right? 5 planets. 1, 2, 3, 4. And, okay, well, 4. There's 4 planets. It's not a stellium, but 4 planets in Pisces. Pisces is a house of compassion and secret enemies, right? And mystical stuff and visions. And you got 4 planets here hanging out. All right, you got 4 planets hanging out here. All right, so Mercury being the planet of communication and movement in Pisces. All right, with repression and secret enemies, I'd be careful with that. All right, so how many people we got in here? 19, I think that's probably good. All right, here we go. One day I will take you on a call with my sis Tanvi. She is like you, so she will talk with you. Red, who are you talking to, honey? So, all right. If you are an Aries sun, okay? If you are an Aries sun, okay, Venus is in your house. So with Venus being in your house, this is about being fierce and forceful, right? Could be about being impulsive, all right? Could be about being impulsive. You could want to start exercising now. Hang on, he changed my fan. Trip! Leave the fan alone! I need it on me, not the heater. Leave it. Grandma wants it. Don't play with it and then move it, you little punk. Alright, so anyway, if you're an Aries and you have Venus in Aries today, okay? Let's see how long Venus is going to be in Aries. Let's see.
I'm going to scare.
Hang on. Venus is going to be in Aries. Hang on. Google, your best friend or not? No, I mean, I like the chart, but that's not what I'm looking for. You know what? Okay. I'll just get on the tablet. That's taking way too long here. Alright. This is going to take a while. Hope you guys get some snacky snacks and some drinky drinks because you're going to need it. Okay. As soon as this comes up. Edits, I just spilled my everywhere. Your what? What did you spill everywhere? Okay. Wow. Oh, pieces of shit. Alright, so Venus will be in Aries until March 30th. Alright? Until March 30th. So, and then, but the thing is, though, is that you're going to have other planets moving into Aries. The Sun's going to move into Aries, and then Saturn being the slowest, but Mercury is going to move into Aries, and then Mars is going to move into Aries. So if you're in Aries, you've got a lot of planets also moving into your house. All right, you got Mars, right? And Mars is about energy that you put into something, aggression, all right? Could be about impulses. Well, with Aries being a house of being impulsive, right? And you got Mars moving into Aries, and that's a planet of impulsiveness. I'm going to say if you're in Aries and you've got Mars coming into Aries, you're going to be extra impulsive and probably extra impatient, right? I'm going to say you may even be a little bit on the cranky side when stuff is not happening fast enough, like road rage. I'm going to say when Mars moves into Aries, you guys are going to see car accidents skyrocket. That's what I think. All right, that is what I think. I think you're going to see accidents skyrocket. Mars, let me see when Mars is going into Aries. Hang on.
It's about backloader. It's a tractor.
Yep.
It's a backloader.
Yep.
It's a dump truck.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
The kid knows all of his big machinery. April 9th, all right? Mars is going to move into Aries April 9th. April 9th. I need a book. Something. Yeah, this. Alright. Yeah. I'm going to write all this stuff down so we can remember it and I don't have to keep looking it up. If I can find a blank page. Ah, here we go. So if your birthday is on April 9th, that's when Mars is actually moving into Aries. I would be, like I said, I would be very careful about being impatient. Okay? I would be very careful about being impatient. All right? All right. Let's see. So if you're in Aries, like I said, you got Venus right now in your house, right? And Venus, of course, is the planet of love and harmony and beauty and pleasure in a house of physical appearance. So I'm going to say if you're in Aries, with Venus being in your house right now, like I said, not only are you wanting to become maybe more like a gym rat, you may be looking at your wardrobe and your makeup. You may be wanting to do something with your makeup, your hair, your appearance, okay? Your appearance. Because Venus is in your house right now. All right? Now, Venus is, I'm going to say Venus is 60 degrees from Uranus and Taurus. They support each other. All right? You really don't got any tug of wars here. You don't have any 180 opposition here. You have none. Because everything is to all of the planets are over here. You have a bunch of empty houses over here. So if you're Aries, if you're Pisces, if you're Sagittarius, Capricorn, this is where all the houses are. If you're over here, the summer babies, you summer babies, as of today, it looks like you got it, I won't say like easy peasy because you're still going to have to look at your houses like across. Like if you're a Virgo, you've got 4 houses opposing your house. All right? The house of health and work and competition and skills and perfection. Well, Pisces, that's your 180. That's your opposition. Right? So you got Mercury and Saturn and Mars and the Sun opposing your house of Virgo. So you have restriction, right? The Sun is yourself, your will, illumination, advancements, and health. So the Sun in Pisces, Virgo is about health. And you have the Sun in Pisces, which is about health. You may be either, if you're a Virgo, you're probably concerned about your health. You may be feeling like, I need to watch my health more. I need to, take care of myself. I think you're being health conscious if you're a Virgo. Because you got the Sun in Pisces opposite your house. Okay? So, So let's go back to Aries. You got Jupiter in Cancer. And I think that's in 90 degree. And I think that's clashing. Okay, 90 degrees is a clash. So with Venus in your house, remember, Venus was the planet of love and beauty and pleasure, right? And you got Jupiter in Cancer, right? And this is about feelings and moods, right? And home and family. And Jupiter does not like to be in Cancer. I think he's in detriment here. You may feel uncertain about how you feel. And you may be feeling uncertain, if you're an Aries, you may be feeling uncertain about where you live. And if you're an Aries, you may be feeling uncertain about your intuition. You may be questioning your intuition. Okay? So, and then, like I said, you have in your 12th house, you have all of these planets. You have Mercury and Saturn and Mars and the Sun in Pisces. Okay, so Mercury, I'm talking to you, Aries. Mercury is a planet of communication and thought and movement in a house of repression and karma and secret enemies and mysticism and visions. Okay, so I'm going to say Mercury in Pisces for you, Aries. I would probably, especially with visions and mysticism, with thought and intelligence, I would say definitely you are getting downloads from the universe if you're an Aries. Okay, you've got Saturn here though, but this is about limits and rules and structure in a house, right, of visions and repression and karma and secret enemies. So I'm going to say Saturn with structure and rules and limits. I don't know, it's almost like I'm going to say, because you got thought here. Mercury is here in the house of Pisces, and you got mysticism and visionaries, and Mercury is about thoughts and intelligence. I'm going to say you're probably getting more thoughts of, how would I say that? I think you're getting more thoughts of the do's and don'ts and not really fantasy. I think you're very grounded, or you're very in touch with reality, right? I think even with Mercury here and Saturn with Mercury in the house of visions and mysticism, I think you're getting the downloads, but I think you're getting the downloads of what's possible in reality versus what's not possible in reality. I don't think this is a dreamy like Uranus. I don't think this is a dreamy, Neptune's not here either. I don't know where Neptune's at. I don't think this is a dreamy, the world is my oyster, paint me a picture. I'm going to say with Mercury and Saturn here in Pisces, you're getting, I honestly can come up with enough money to move, but I won't be able to move to a high-end neighborhood like LA, where the rent is super high. I can't afford Stafford Wives home, but I can probably save up to move someplace nice. The do's and the don'ts, I'm gonna say with that. Okay, let me see where who am I missing? Okay, Pluto is here. I'm missing, who did I say I was missing? So is being a cusper not real? You're either one sign or you're the other. A cusp means the doorway. The cusp just means the entry. If you're born from the 19th to the 22nd and they say you're a cusper, you're living both worlds, you're really not. You're really not, because if you're not 0 degrees of one house, you're 59 degrees of another house. There is no cusp, guys. I know, and I hate that for you. I do. I don't know who come up with the cuspers of the 19th to the 22nd. You're in both worlds. You're not. You're not. You're either born on a 0 or you're born on the 59 mark into the next house. There are no cuspers. Not really. Not really. Okay? I know. I'm sorry. But there is no cusp. But cusp just means the doorway from one house to the other. The cusp. That's what that means. I know it because most of my grandbabies, I think, are cusper babies. If you want to go by the 19th to the 22nd. I got a lot of grandbabies falling in there. But there's no such thing as a cusp. I'm sorry. I am sorry. So, cuspers are not real. Let's see. Who am I missing here? I'm missing a planet. Pluto, Mercury, Saturn, Mars, Venus, Uranus, Jupiter. Who am I missing, guys? What planet am I missing? What planet am I missing? In all of the Mercury, the Saturn, the Mars, and the Sun, all in Neptune. Thank you. All in Pisces. They all are kind of helping each other. In some degree, because they're all in the same house. Neptune. Where's Neppy? Neptune's in Pisces too? No way. So there, that is a stellium. Nope, Neptune is in Pisces. So that is a stellium in Pisces. Okay? Neptune is in Pisces. Let's see how long Neptune's going to be in Pisces. Because I was under the impression all of the planets are changing houses this year.
Oh no, look at me.
No, I'm not. I'm busy, baby. You go, you play.
Oh no, it's stuck.
I was...
Oh no, look at me. Stuck in the cards.
Alright, why did it say Neptune was in Pisces until January 26th? Well, we're fucking past January 26th, you fucktards. Hang on. Maybe in Aries. Then, which will be very interesting. Yep, Neptune is in Aries. So, if you're in Aries, you got Neptune here. All right. It'll be here until for 14 years. So it will remain in Aries until 2039. So you got Neptune in your house for 14 years. Okay. So Neptune is the planet I don't even have Neptune on this thing. What? Why don't I have Neptune? Hang on, let's see what Neptune does.
Can I have it? Can I have it?
What?
Can I try again? Can I try again?
Careful. Well, let's see. Neptune is dreams, intuition, and spirituality. All right. Yeah, it's about the mystical. It's about healing. So if Neptune in your house, Aries, it's pushing for healing, right? It's pushing for healing. It's pushing for you to listen to your intuition. Okay? So, Neptune is in your house for a while. Okay? Alright. Alright, that's Aries. Taurus, you're up. Taurus. Taurus, you just have Uranus in your house. Okay? Uranus is in your house. Taurus, the house of Taurus is about peace, stability, money, possessions, earnings, okay, and self-esteem. You have Uranus here in your house. So Uranus is about change, liberty, and rebellion. You, like I said, with Uranus in your house, Taurus, you may be wanting to change jobs. You may be wanting to rock the boat. You may be feeling rebellious towards how you earn money or where you're working at. You may be feeling rebellious against your coworkers. You may be not getting along with your coworkers. Okay? And then you've got Jupiter in your third house, right? Your third house of Cancer, right? With Jupiter here, these are supporting. So Jupiter is actually supporting your rebellious side when it comes to, acting out, maybe. And I mean, if it's about standing your ground, absolutely. Taurus, absolutely stand your ground. I think most Tauruses do anyway. I've never known a Taurus to not be quiet, especially when it comes to somebody doing somebody wrong. A Taurus will be the first one to like he held a red flag. Andale, Taurus. Yeah. You treat somebody bad that they love. Oh my God. You better look out. So, so you got Uranus here in Taurus. All right. I'm also going to say with Jupiter, remember that Jupiter is the planet of expansion and achievement and success. All right. In your third house. Okay. So you may also be feeling a little moody, rebellious. All right. A little, I'm tired of the way you are. I'm tired of the way you're acting. You may be telling people that. Okay. Your feelings may be coming out. You may be wearing your heart on your sleeve here. Okay. Because Cancer is the house of feelings. And family and home. And with Jupiter here, that's expanding. You may be wanting, if you're single, like I said, you may be wanting to get married and have babies. That may be a thing that you feel like you need to do and have. Okay? Here. So, with the, what else did I say? Who was, Pluto in your house of Aquarius. Okay. It's not, there's not no, like, there's no angles here with, no, wait, they're 4 houses apart. No, let me take that back. Pluto and Uranus are 4 houses apart. That is going to be supportive. So Uranus, Taurus, Uranus is also supportive in your Pluto in Aquarius. Okay, and Pluto is about renewals and transformation. So it looks like Uranus is really supporting change, all right, in friends and groups and your future and your goals. Okay, you got transformation and change here, so it looks like you got good stuff coming. And Uranus is going to push that because Uranus is a planet of change. And Pluto is a planet of change. So you got Pluto.
I don't know what I can make it.
4 houses from Uranus in Taurus. So you have support in changes, all right, with groups. And the groups with your money and your possessions and your environment, like I said, if you're wanting to change a job, Uranus and Pluto are supporting that switch for you. If you're a Taurus and you're tired of your job and you're thinking about changing jobs, you have support from that. Okay? From Pluto. So, and then you've got that stellium, right, in Pisces, with Mercury and Saturn and Mars and the Sun. So, once again, I would be really careful with being short with people, being impatient, right? All of these houses and all of these planets in Pisces is a warning about impatience and being in a hurry and being too blunt. You may be hurting people's feelings with your words if you're a Taurus. So, okay. Where's the moon right now? Good Lord. It's the moon in Libra. No, the moon's in Cancer. So the moon's in Cancer today. And it's exalted there. Yeah, we talked about that. The moon is exalted in Cancer because Cancer is about your feelings, and so is the moon. The Cancer is about your intuition, and so is the moon. So, Taurus, the moon also in Cancer is helping you out when it comes to change. Okay? And the moon is also helping Uranus out. Right? The moon is also helping Uranus out. And you're right next door to Neptune, right? Neptune is the planet of dreams and intuition, and the moon is only 2 houses from that. No, 1 house from that, sorry. No, wait. Taurus, 2 houses from that. So the moon is also exalting Uranus as far as your dreams, your intuition, probably your feelings. Your feelings may be very heightened if you're Taurus. Okay? Your intuition may be heightened right now. If you're a Taurus, I would listen to your intuition. Okay? But like I said, with Uranus being in the house of stability as change, this could go good or bad. I think if you're a happy Taurus and you're going with the flow and you're not being a crybaby, I'm going to say Uranus is going to bless you. All right? As far as your possessions and your earnings and your ability to earn. But if you're being a negative Nancy, I'm going to say that these are not going to be in your favor because you're negative. Okay? That's what I'm going to say. All right, we're going on to Gemini. There are no planets in Gemini, okay? There are no planets in Gemini. Hey, be careful. Oh, all right, never mind. I thought he fell off the bed. I'm like, whoops. Okay, Gemini. Come on. With you. Come here. What? Okay. Mercury's in Sagittarius. Where's Mercury? This one says Mercury's in Sagittarius. Alright. Gemini, Mercury's in Sagittarius. Alright, this is about open communication and forming connections. Mercury being in Sagittarius, that is right across the road from you. That you're Gemini, your opposite on the wheel is your Sagittarius. Okay? I'm going to say, though, that that's also a push and pull. So Mercury being a planet of communication, right? Sagittarius also being a house of adventures and friendships. I'm going to say if you're a Gemini, you may be having some kind of push and pull with friends. You may be not getting along with friends. You may be finding that you're not on the same page as friends. Okay? Because Gemini is a house of communication. So, Mercury and Sagittarius, or you may be coming, like, you may be having some very truthful conversations. Like, your friend comes up and tells you, you know how you've always have made spaghetti for our meal together? I really don't like spaghetti. And you're like, we've been friends for 12 years. Why didn't you tell me you never liked spaghetti? And they're like, well, because I never wanted to hurt your feelings. Stuff like that. Maybe coming up between the friends groups here. Okay? Maybe some truths coming out between friends. Hey, you know that boyfriend that you had in 7th grade? Well, I kind of hooked up with him. Okay? Something about maybe some kind of truth coming out. All right? All right. Venus. Right. So Venus is in Pisces or Aries. I'm sorry. Venus is in Aries. All right. Yeah. Look here. Venus is in Aries, and this is about mending old friendships and forming new ones. Remember how I said that you were going to be talking to your friend and really telling the truth? So we could be mending old friendships. We could be forming new friendships with Venus in Aries. You're getting bold and you're getting confident enough to make new friends and get out there. All right? All right. Saturn, right? Saturn is also in Pisces. Okay? This is about manifesting long-term dreams. When is Saturn going into Aries? Let me check on that. For some reason, this shit's not adding up. Google's lost its mind. It's in Aries. What the fuck is going on? Alright, so Saturn is in Aries already. Oh, it briefly dips into Aries, and then it retrogrades back into Pisces. Ah, I see, I see. Okay. So, it's May 24th, it'll enter into Aries. Okay, so it is in Pisces. That's not wrong. Until May 24th. So May 24th, it's going to go into Aries. It'll be there until September 1st. And then it's going to go back into Pisces. And then February 13th. No. February 13th, 2026, it finally leaves Pisces for Aries. So it's in Aries. What is wrong with this thing? Because it said Saturn position in Aries. What is wrong with this? I think Google's lost its fucking mind. It's 3/26/26. This has got to be a portal day, right? It's 3/26/26, guys. Anybody realize that? Has anybody realized that? Not until you mentioned it. Yeah, it's 3/26/26. I've got 5 tabs up on the planets, and all 5 tabs on Google are giving me different planetary positions. Can you fucking believe that? I don't know what's going on. Unbelievable. They must be jumping timelines like fucking crazy. I don't know. Okay. All right, Gemini. All right, Gemini. So the moon in Jupiter is supposed to be in Gemini. But the other report said the moon was in Cancer. And that Jupiter was in Cancer. I don't understand this. All right, Gemini, if you're a Gemini, listen to me, all right? Moon and Jupiter in Gemini, this is about optimism and personal brands. You may feel unstoppable. You may be experiencing mental fog or indecision. Venus is entering Aries. This is about your social standing. This is about bringing financial luck through friends and group activities. I think we've already talked about that. Mercury is going direct. No, it's not. What the fuck? All right, this is about direct communication returning. Remember, Mercury was in, as far as I know, Mercury was in Pisces. I don't know, but this one says Sagittarius. I feel like I'm going crazy. Does anybody feel like they're going crazy? Okay. Hang on. We're gonna just get out of all this shit.
Stop.
Let's try again.
He's so slow. He's trying
Okay. Now this one says Mercury's in Pisces again. I don't understand this. March 25th, 26th. The sun is in Aries. Mercury's in Pisces. Fuck me. Venus is in Aries. Mars is in Pisces. Jupiter is in Cancer. Saturn is in Aries. Uranus is in Taurus. Neptune is in Aries. Yeah. And Pluto's in Aquarius. Alright, I'm going to go with that, and I'm just going to go with my report. Alright, if you're Gemini, alright, you have no planets in your houses, but next to you in Taurus, you have Uranus, alright? So Uranus is the planet of change and rebellion in your 12th house of Taurus, okay? In your 12th house of stability and money and possessions and earnings, alright? In your 12th house. So, expect change, once again, in maybe the way that you make money. Now, Moon and the Jupiter is in Cancer. That's also just one house from you. There's no disagreements here. If you have it's called conjunct, right next to each other. If you have something conjunct near your house, this is not fighting. This is not a problem. Okay, so Jupiter and the Moon is in Cancer. Remember, Jupiter is a planet of expansion, and the Moon is a planet of intuition and feelings. All right, and it's in your first house of Cancer, about feelings, intuition, right? About home and family. So, whatever you're thinking, if you're Gemini, whatever you're thinking about your home, your family, and the way you make money, all right, and you want change, and you're not a negative Nancy, I'm going to say you're supported, period. Okay, remember, this is also about how you manifest, all right? So then you got the stellium, or kind of like a stellium in the Pisces. That is your house, right, of your visions and your mysticism. Could be the karma, could be secret enemies. I think you're going to have a mixed bag if you're Gemini of really seeing who's in your corner. All right? I think you're going to understand who's been really supporting you this whole time and who hasn't been supporting you this whole time. You're going to figure it out.
And I got the zippy scooter.
Yeah. All right? And then you got Neptune and Venus in your house of Aries. It's 2 houses from you. This is still supportive. Okay? Still supportive. I do believe. Okay. Three houses apart. All right, so the only thing, Gemini, that you've got that's 3 houses apart is all of the planets in Pisces. Okay? And remember what I said. With all of the planets in Pisces, you're going to have a mixed bag. You're going to know who your friends are. You're going to know who your friends aren't. Okay? You're going to get downloads, but they're going to be serious downloads. They're not about fantasizing. They're not about the pie in the sky downloads. You're going to be getting the downloads of I can and I can't. The reality of it. Okay, Gemini? The reality of this. If you're trying to manifest and the universe says you can't manifest that because this and that and a third, you need to listen. Okay? It's not that you can't manifest it later, but it's not within your attainment right now because of a reason. You don't have enough money right now. You can't buy that mansion if you're living paycheck to paycheck. You need to manifest better paying job first. All right? Don't put the cart in front of the horse. Okay? I think with the planets in Pisces, okay, that's what that's going to tell you. Is when it comes to what I can do and what I can't do, you're going to know, but I want you to listen to that. Okay, Gemini? If you're a Gemini, I'm talking to you. All right, now, with Pluto being in 90 degrees, it is your the three houses. All right, you got Gemini, Aries, and, you got Taurus, Aries, Pisces, and Aquarius. Pluto being in, right? 1, 2, 3. Is it 3 houses? Yeah, 90 degrees. 3 signs. Oh, wait. So if you're Gemini, 1, 2, 3. It's the stellium in Pisces. That's going to be hard. The Pluto in Aquarius is not going to be hard for you. Okay? It's not going to be hard for you. No, if you're any sign, you don't have trines here because all of the planets, like I said, are on one side. There are no trines. And I'm not including Chiron, because Chiron is just about you healing. So it really doesn't matter where it lands on your house. It's just about you doing the healing. Chiron is the wounded warrior. You gotta self-heal. So anyway, but Pluto in Aquarius, this is just about your friends and your groups. All right. And remember what I said, that you are also going to be looking at your friends and your groups because you're a Gemini. So once again, you're really going to see who your friends really are, I think, with all of these planets coming in. All right. Let's go on to Cancer. If you're a Cancer. Cancer. All right. Cancer, you got the moon and Jupiter in your house. The moon, of course, right, is about your intuition and your feelings. And Jupiter is a planet of expansion, right? So in the house of Cancer, intuition and feelings, I'm going to say you're going to be extra sensitive. All right? So be careful that you're not taking words the wrong way. Okay? Be careful that you're not trying to read more into what somebody says to you than you need to. Okay? If somebody says, I don't like the color purple, and that's your favorite color, don't think that they're like, you're dumb because you like the color purple. That's not what they're saying. Okay? That's not what they're saying. They just don't like the color purple. Don't read more into this. Be careful that you're not reading more into what somebody is saying to you. All right? So, I think that's about all I've got for you, because the planets in Pisces, once again, you're going to take what your friends say with a grain of salt. Okay? Take what your friends say with a grain of salt. Because this is about feelings and your intuition and what you're hearing versus what they're saying. And be careful that you're not blowing things out of proportion. Don't make mountains out of molehills. If you're a Cancer.
Can I put it in the car?
Okay?
Can I put it in the car?
You can't put that in the car. It won't fit. Your snotty nose, poor baby.
It's a car.
You have a cold?
It's a car.
It is your car. It's your SUV.
No, it's a car.
Anyway, and so with that being said, with Saturn and Venus being in Aries, with Cancer, be careful that once again, there could be fights that start over nothing. Okay? Be careful that we're not doing that. Be careful we're not fighting over silly shit. Okay? If we're going to agree to disagree, just agree to disagree. Okay? No back and forth. Be careful with that. Don't be back and forth. Well, that's what I said. Well, that's what I said. Well, that's what you said, but is that what you meant? No, that's not what I meant. Well, that's what it sounded like you said. Okay, be careful with that. And then Uranus. Uranus is going to be very supportive. All right, with feelings and intuition. So Uranus is only 2 houses from you. So you got the support of Uranus when it comes to your intuition. So listen to your intuition. Okay? Because Uranus is change. All right? And rebellion. So you got Mars and Uranus. Be careful of being rebellious. I'm going to say that with all of you. Be careful of being rebellious. I think the only ones that's not going to be rebellious, honestly, is probably Scorpio and Capricorn. I don't see you guys being rebellious here. Is what I'm feeling. So, okay. Just be careful that we're not miscommunicating. We're not hearing the wrong things. If you're curious about what they meant, ask. Don't be afraid to ask. All right. Now, Leo. Leo, you have also no planets in your houses. Okay. But you've got planets. Right across from you is Pluto and Aquarius. That's a tug of war. When there's planets across from you in another house, there's a tug of war. And remember that Pluto is about transformation. All right. So and the Aquarius is about your friends and your groups. So once again, you may be having I'm going to say that this isn't about communication. This is about, do I spend time with this friend or this friend? And if I spend time with this friend's going to be mad. And if I spend time with this friend's going to be mad. I'm honestly thinking when that says tug of war, it's between your friend groups wanting your attention. And you may feel, Leos, like you're in the middle and that you can't please everyone. Somebody's always going to be unhappy because you're spending time over here. And if you come over here and spend time with them, they're going to be happy, but then this person's unhappy. And I think that's going to be the tug of war for you with your groups and your friends. Okay? With your groups and your friends. Now, 1, 2, 3... What's going to not help you is Uranus in Taurus. Okay? That's not going to help you. So that's about rebellion and change, remember. So you or your group friends may feel rebellious and say, well, if you do the thing with them and you don't come with us, I'm not going to be your friend anymore. And you're going to have to be like, okay, that's your decision, not mine, because he'll come back around. Okay? I think that's what's going to happen with your friend group or your family. Well, if you go to Aunt Apple's house, and when our cousin Abner's having a birthday party and they got the same birthday and you go to Aunt Apple's house, I'm going to be mad at you. If you don't show up at our cousin Abner's birthday party, I'm going to be mad at you. Well, okay, you're going to have to make those decisions. I think it's something like that for you guys. Okay, Leo. If you're a Leo, okay, you're going to have to you may have to just pretend like you're Switzerland, basically. Okay? You may have to just pretend like you're Switzerland and be like, I'm staying home. How about that? How about I stay home and I don't go to your birthday party, and I don't go to Aunt Apple's birthday party? How about I just go do my own thing, and you both can deal with it? Because that's a form of rebellion, and I can see a Leo doing that. Because Leos are very outspoken and very brass and very, look at me, look at me, look at me. I'm important. My decisions are important. You're going to wait on me. Leos are like that. You ain't going to tell me that there's not a Leo like that. Because I have a lot of Leos in my life. And they are very much like that. I have a running joke that says Leos would be late to their own funeral. They will plan it. They're never on time. Never. All right? And I think that may cause a problem if you're a Leo. Okay? I'm going to say that's going to cause a problem if you're a Leo. You may be pissing a friend off if you're not on time. Okay? Oh, Wiener, you're so silly. Just put it right there. Okay. All right. There you go. That'll stay. So what's going to support you, though, right? All of the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. What's going to support you, though, is Venus and Saturn being in Aries. You're going to be supportive. You're going to be supported. I think you're going to find your confidence getting better, Leo. Okay? Remember what I said, though, about being extra impulsive. Be careful of that. Okay? Be careful of being impulsive. But I think you're, because Leos are already really confident, I think you're going to be very creative, Leo, with Saturn and Venus in Aries. Like I said, remember what I said, it's about your cans and your can'ts. But I think with Leo being very creative, I think when you create, it's going to be very, how would I put that? How would I put that? If you were going to create something, I think it's going to reach people on a real level. You know what I'm saying? Say if a little girl drew the monster in her closet, okay? And say, just, okay, for being creative, okay? Say she said, well, the monster looks like that, okay? Then my monster in my closet looks like that. And you're going to be like, oh, yeah, okay, I don't know what that is, but it's not scary, right? Versus the real art, right? Where the monster looks like, you know, like that. That's the monster in my closet. Well, that's going to be a lot different than that little fluff ball. And this is what I'm saying with you being creative. I think when you create things, it's going to reach people on a different level. It's going to be real to people, right? No matter what you're creating, Leos, no matter what you're doing, people are going to understand it on a different level. It's not going to be, wee. It's going to be, oh, okay. Yes. I can relate to that. I get that. I've seen that before. Something like that. Okay? So, all right, Leos. Be careful, yes, about being selfish, Leo. Be careful about being selfish, okay? Be careful about being selfish. Especially with Jupiter in the house right next to you that's supporting you with your feelings. Be careful about being self-righteous, all right? Be careful about, well, they deserved it. Well, yeah, that happened, but they deserved it. Yeah, I said that, but they deserved it, right? Yeah, you know, blah, 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 but they deserved it. Be careful about being self-righteous, okay? Leo. All right, Virgo, we've already touched on all of the planets in the house across from you in Pisces. Virgo, right? You're about work and health. You're about details and perfection. Well, you got the Sun and Mercury and Mars, right? And maybe there was another planet, I don't remember, in the house opposite of you. If something's not perfect, not the way you wanted it, not the way you, no, I'm going to use this. No, you can have it when I'm done. Not the way you wanted it. Don't be mad, okay? Because not everybody wants the perfect thing like you do. They're trying their best to make it a thing that they think that you like, but be careful about your perfectionism overriding somebody's feelings, right? If I brought you this and I said I made it here and you're like, this is beautiful, I love it, but I bring you a mud ball and I say I made this for you, you also need to say I love it. All right, you Virgo, okay? You also need to say beautiful, even though it's not this, it's not that, even though it's not that, and it's a mud ball. Be careful that you're not. Be careful of your facial expressions. I love it, right? Virgo, you know what I'm talking about, right? So, so with all of those planets being in Pisces, remember, smile. Don't let your emotions show on your face, because if you don't like something, it's going to show. I love it. Thank you. Oh, you brought me Taco Bell when I really wanted Chinese food? I love it. Thank you. Okay. All right, now, 1, 2, 3, you have no planets in either third house from you, so there I don't see any hiccups. Now, you have support from the moon and Jupiter in Cancer. Okay, that's 2 houses from you. That's supportive energy. So when you feel something, Virgo, say how you feel. You need to communicate it. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Virgos want everything perfect. Remember that. And if it's not perfect, they'll not do it. They'll be like, oh, that's not exactly the way I really wanted it, so I'm not going to say it. Say it anyway, Virgo. Get those words off your chest. Let your words be heard. Let's work it out. It's not going to be perfect. It doesn't have to be, Virgo. It doesn't have to be. Okay? Now, what's going to oppose you? All right? No, that's going to be supportive. Yeah. Nothing really opposes you except all of those houses in Pisces. So, Pluto and Aquarius really isn't going to touch you. It's just going to be the Pluto and Aquarius, right? Transformation in friends and groups and something, but it's not really touching you. right? All right, Libra. Libra is the house of partnerships, counseling, all right? Enemies, reconciliation, and indecisiveness, okay? The house of Libra. Now, 1, 2, 3, what's opposing you is the moon and Jupiter. Now, with your house being the house of open enemies, I think as a Libra, you are also going to see who's really your friend and who's not. Okay? I think I think you need to listen to yourself and your intuition. If you're talking to somebody and you get the ick, that's correct. All right? That's not just your imagination. If you get the ick from somebody, you need to listen. All right? Also, indecisiveness. That's going to be expanded with Jupiter and the moon. You're going to be more indecisive. You're not going to know which way to go. Just rest on that a little bit. You know, there's an old saying that if you really don't know what to do, just sleep on it, and the next day it'll come to you. Okay? The next day you'll know what to do. So if you're not sure and you're indecisive, right, about what to do on something, just sleep on it. But that's going to be expanded. There's going to be a big spotlight on the shit that you're not sure. I know, like Chip says. Okay? But there's going to be an expansive on that. So, if you don't know, don't freak out. Just sleep on it. Okay? Now, across from you, opposing you, is the Venus and the Saturn in Aries. Okay? So, it's about can I, can't I? The reality of it. Remember what I said. You got indecisiveness also playing in this. Okay? Can I, can't I? What's real? I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should take that job with the medical industry or take that job at the tobacco store. I don't know. Okay? And it's going to be even more so with Saturn and Venus. Because you're going to be really looking at, well, what about my hours? What about the pay? Is there insurance? The cans and the cans. So I'm going to say, Libra, just do what makes you happy, okay? You can look at the pay and the hours and the insurance. Sure, that's good factors to factor in on a job, all right? But I want you to also remember, Libra, that just because you're working more hours does not mean that's good for you. And that does not mean that's good for you. All right? Because Libra is about balance. And if you're working a lot of hours and your life is being on the back burner, that's unbalanced. You're not going to be happy with that. Remember about the reality of the cans and cans. But you're a Libra. You're going to have to make sure it makes sense. You can't be one way or the other unbalanced. You're all about balance. You're all about the balance. So if you're looking at the job, all right, well, this job has insurance, but I'm only getting 4 days a week. Can you deal with that? This job has insurance, but I'm only getting 3 days a week. Well, can you find another part-time job to fill in? Right? It's all about balance, Libra. So think about the things, which you're gonna, because the Venus and Saturn being in your opposing house, you're gonna be thinking of the things, but make sure that you remember that just because it's more doesn't mean that's good. Okay? Just because it's more money. Well, if I'm working 10 hours a day and at I don't know what minimum wage is because I don't know. I always just take pay because I take pay. I could be happy with the job paying 11 and I could be miserable with the job paying 20. So, okay? But Libra, this job, I get 10 hours a day at $15 an hour. That's a lot of money, but are you really going to be happy with that? Okay, Libra? Yes, you missed Virgo. You'll have to go back. I'm on Libra. If I'm on Libra, Virgo's right before Libra, right? Why are you asking if you missed Virgo? Go by Aries, go with the wheel there. Aries is always first, guys. Okay? Yeah. Other than that, you don't have any. The other third thing that would be opposing you is Capricorn. You have no planets in Capricorn. Libra, so you're good. Okay? Just remember, more is not always better. And stay balanced in what makes you happy. Okay? Alright, we're going to Scorpios. You little sexy beast, you. You're a sexy beastie. Scorpios, you're about change, transformation, sexuality, of course, regeneration, other people's money. Scorpio, you are about other people's money, okay? And secrets. Okay. Now, you have nothing helping you. You have no planets that are close to you. So we're going to go what's opposing Scorpio, and that is Uranus in Taurus. Okay? Uranus in Taurus. So, how's that going to not help you is, well, okay. You are a sexual thing, and Taurus are sensual. So you're more of action. You're more of a Scorpio is the one that will push you up against the wall, put your hands above your head, and get on it. Taurus, not so much. Taurus is the touch, the bop on the nose, the kiss on the forehead, the gentle touches. It's sensual. Where Scorpio's in it to win it. All right. So Scorpio, be careful of boundaries. Okay, yours and other people's, and especially with money. Boundaries here, because you got Uranus, which is a planet of change and rebellion, right? In the house of sensuality and stability, other people's money. Okay, in the house of money and possessions. It's opposing you. It's not helping you. Other people's money, you're not going to be able to rely on. If somebody owes you money because you borrowed them money, they're not paying it back right now. They don't have it. Okay? So this is about you relying on other people's money. Don't do it. Only rely on yourself this time around. Okay? Because this is opposing you. It's across from you. Okay? Be careful, like I said, of boundaries. Okay? Be careful of being too pushy. Right? Edits. Right edits. Be careful of, I want to fuck right now. Let's go do it. To some people, that may be a push. To some people, that may be a turnoff. Right? Even though that's a Scorpio. I know you're not a Scorpio, Edit. What I'm saying is, okay, if you're so spoken like that, that may be a turnoff. That may not help you in the case of getting laid. So be careful of that. Okay? Other than that, the planets are going to do what the planets are going to do in the other houses. You really don't have anything next to you to help you.
I am my straight.
Okay?
I got my straight.
Hey, no. Those are Grandma's glasses. Put them down.
I am my straight.
No, you don't need your stripes. Those are Grandma's. Leave them alone. Okay? Play with your toys.
Look.
I got you toys. If you wanted fake glasses, you should have said something. We'd have got you some fake glasses.
My Jaguar.
Your what?
My Jaguar.
What's a Jaguar? You don't have a Jaguar car.
Jaguar glasses.
Oh, you can't have Grandma's glasses. Those are Grandma's glasses.
Oh,
I love you.
Sucker.
Oh, you want a sucker? All right, let me go get him a sucker. Okay. All right.
Let's go get sucker.
Yeah, let's go get a sucker. behind you. I'm right behind you.
Okay, you get it. Can I have to hit the rocket?
Come here. I need your butt. I need your butt. I need you, Professor. You're not chewy. Come here. You're so silly. Oh, sorry. I got your ting ting. Did I get your ting ting? I'm sorry. Alright. Anyway. Okay. So we were on Scorp. So Scorp, just be careful of boundaries. That's it. Be careful of other people's money. If you don't think somebody's going to pay you back, don't give them the money. Do not borrow the money. Somebody comes up and asks you for money, no, I don't have it. Okay?
Okay,
You don't have to say, I'm not going to give it to you because you never pay it back to me. You don't have to say that. Okay? Just say I don't have it. Alright? Because this is about other people's money. If you owe other people, though, I would probably try to get that paid off. Okay? I would probably try to be working on that. Because you got rebellion, which means being sued. Right? People confronting you at the grocery store. Hey, remember that $500? Okay, so be careful with that. Alright. Sagittarius. You're about adventures and friends and philosophy. Your opposing house is Gemini. You have nothing in Gemini. Okay. But you do have, no, that's going to help you too. All of the stelliums in the Pisces is helping you. It's 4 houses away. That's a 90 degrees. That's helping. Okay. Or not 90 degrees. That's square. Sorry, that's a square. Wait, the squares? Hang on. Let me see if squares are. I can't remember now. They may not be good. I can't remember. Okay, squares. Square. Oh no, it's challenging. Okay, Sagittarius, you are going to be challenged then by the planets in Pisces. And remember what I said about the planets in Pisces. It's pretty much a mixed bag. Alright? About who your friends are and the do's and the don'ts. Now, with you, Sagittarius, being a higher mind person, it's the higher minded people. It's the philosophers, right?
Red and blue.
It's the traveling, it's the journeys, and it's friends. Okay? You got a mixed bag here. The mixed bag, once again, you finding out who your friends really are and who they're really not. Now, Sagittarius, you may be getting some sad news. Okay? You may be getting some sad news coming in. My son, who's a Sagittarius, won't be in for Easter because on that weekend he has to go to his friend's house. His oldest son died. So he's actually going to go spend time with a friend who lost a kid. And the kid, 18, 19, wasn't very old. So we won't get to see my kid because my kid's going to his best friend's house to mourn that kid. So Sagittarius, you may have some bad news coming in. Just heads up. Okay, just a heads up. Hey, baby. There's my baby. So Sagittarius, just be careful. Okay. Like I said, you may have some news coming in. With that stellium in Pisces, Pisces, remember, right, is about feelings and expression and secrets. All right. Other than that, like I said, you don't have anything that's across from you in the Gemini house. All of the other planets are probably just doing their thing, hanging out. Saggy. Okay. Alright. Oh, squares are 90. Okay. Squares are 90. I was right. I was right and I didn't know I was right. Where's my pen? Oh, right here. Okay. Alright. So, like I said, that little planet thing in Pisces, right, with Mars and Mercury and the sun there. Oh, Pluto and Aquarius, also Sagittarius, is helping you. It's 2 houses away, which means Pluto is supporting you. Sagittarius and Pluto, remember what Pluto is, the house of transformation. Okay. Well, if you're higher minded and you're a philosophicist, and you're about adventures. Pluto may be encouraging you to take road trips, vacations, right? You may feel like you need to get away. You don't know why. Okay, I just need to get away. I need to go have fun. I need out of my house. I need to go see things different. That may be back in that adventurous side up on Sagittarius. Okay, maybe making you feel like you need to get out, get away, go have fun. All right, and maybe bring a friend along with an Aquarius. All right, so. All right, Capricorn, you're the house of the career and the reputation, right? Destiny and ambitions and status. Okay, Capricorn? Now, 2 houses from you is that stellium in Pisces. That's helping you. That's helping you ground down into your career. You're going to know you're not going to be taken away by the fluff of when somebody wants to hire you, you're trying to find a new job and they're painting you this beautiful picture. You're not going to fall for it. You're going to understand that these people are probably lying about something, that the job isn't that great. You're going to be knowing this. I don't think you're going to know how you're going to know it, but you're going to know it. Okay, Capricorn, when it comes to your career. Okay, the sun, I think the sun is exalted in Pisces. So remember, the sun is about you. All right, the sun is about you, and what is that? Advancements. Well, remember, Cappy, you're a house of the career and the money. So the stellium in Pisces is going to help you with advancing in your career. So if you're looking to climb that corporate ladder, now is probably the time to do it. Okay? Now what's squaring you is Uranus in Taurus. All right, Cappy, that's squaring you. That's not helping you. Remember, Uranus is change and rebellion, right? In Taurus. Taurus is about your stability. I'm going to say, if you're a Capricorn, be careful about fights at work about how to do something, right? If you've been doing something a certain way and somebody tries to come up and says, hey, if you do it this way, it'll be faster, and you're like, well, you're not doing it, so shut the fuck up. Okay, that may cause some friction, and Capricorns would be the one to say it. Sorry, but they would. Okay, just listen to what they have to say. Maybe try it. Let me give you, for instance, Capricorns, I'm an Aquarius, okay? When somebody trains me on how to do a job, my brain is always thinking about how to get it out faster. How to do it faster. I don't know why. I'm programmed that way. So I'm watching them do the thing that they're doing, and I'll ask them, well, I see you doing it this way, but how come you don't do it that way? And a Capricorn will say, because I wasn't shown to do that way. I was shown to do it this way. An Aquarius brain is like, well, when I start doing this, I'm doing it my way because it's faster. That's what I'm trying to say, okay? So Capricorn, don't take offense to somebody doing something different than what you're doing, okay? If you're passing on the project to them, let them do it the way they want to do it. And if they fuck it up, then they'll go back to your way because your way was the good way, okay? Now, me being Aquarius, I never did fuck it up, okay? I found a way to make it work, because I'm an Aquarius mind, and that's the way we do it. And we're always 2 steps ahead of the game. All right, even though step 1 was get a screwdriver, step 2 was get the screw, and step 3 was turn until it doesn't turn no more. The Aquarius is already like, I got a drill. I'm gonna go get a drill. I'm not doing this fucking shit by hand. I'm gonna go get a drill. Zzz, 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 zzz. It'll be way faster. Okay, but the Capricorn will be like, no, this is the way I was taught. This is the way I'm gonna do it. Okay, so don't take offense when somebody says, well, how come you're not doing it that way? Okay, they're just asking you, well, because I wasn't taught that way. That's good. That's fine. That's all you need to say. Okay, but if you're passing the project on to them so they do it, they're either going to do it or they're going to fuck it up. Let them find out. All right? And don't take offense, because the Capricorn that taught me was very insulted that I didn't do it her way and that I found another way to do it that was faster. Okay? Don't be insulted. Alright? Alright. Aquarius, you have Pluto in your sign. Pluto's gonna be here for fucking forever. I think we're gonna die with Pluto in our sign. I don't think Pluto's changing anytime soon. I can check on that. Alright. Let's see. Hang on. Or you're going to be very old. Okay. Pluto's going to leave Aquarius March 8th of 43. March 8th of 43. Okay? Of 2043. I'm going to be well in my 70s when that happens. Okay? So, I'm going to be well in my 40s when that happens. And God, I'm not looking forward to fucking Pluto and Pisces. Alright. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, it's there for 20 years. It got there in 24. Right? So, Aquarius, the neighboring house next to the Aquarius, you got all those stelliums in Pisces, once again. Alright? You are the person of friends and groups and the future. You are the trendsetter. In Pisces, you got them stelliums. Some things are going to work and some things aren't. Okay? When something doesn't work for you, don't take it as a diss. Don't be insulted. Don't feel bad. Some things are going to work for you and some things aren't going to work for you. Okay? But you are a mastermind, Aquarius. But some things, it's going to be no. Like my mystery boxes. When I first started my mystery boxes, they took off. And now nobody's buying the mystery box. So I'll have to make a little short commercial about the mystery boxes and try to get them out there to sell mystery boxes. But it's fallen short. Nobody's buying mystery boxes. So I don't take it as an insult. I don't take it as I'm a failure. I'll just have to do something different. I'm just going to have to go back to the drawing board and think about this. I may have to just advertise the mystery boxes and people will buy the mystery boxes because nobody knows. Like the birthday boxes. You can't give away shit for free. Nobody's getting a birthday box and it's absolutely fucking free. Nobody's getting a birthday box. I don't know. I tried it. Nobody's getting it. No skin off my back. Right? Because I'm paying for the postage to send it to you anyway. I just don't understand it. But that's just the way it is. Okay? Just the way it is. Some things work, some things don't. Right? All right, now let's see. 1, 2, 3. Nothing is 4 houses from you opposing you, also, and Leo is right across from you. There's nothing in Leo, so the only thing, you got a lot of help here. You got a lot of help here, Aquarius. Just remember that if something doesn't work, it's not because you're dumb. It's not because you're a failure. It's not because the world hates you. It's just not time for the thing. Try later. Go back to the drawing board. Make it better. Present it out better. Present it out different. Okay, Aquarius? You're not a failure. All right. And last but not least, Pisces. Well, Pisces, like I said, you get a mixed bag here with all of the most of the planets being in your sign. Pisces is about visionaries, and Pisces are very dreamy. Pisces is the storyteller, you know. Pisces is the never-ending story being the narrator. Pisces is the princess bride being narrated. That's Pisces. Pisces is dreamy. All right? But remember something. 2 fish, right? I think they're going opposite. Okay? Pisces are really quick to leave. You know how you got like a school of little minnows, but you stick your hand in there and they all go and they're gone? That's a Pisces. That's a Pisces. They're going to be the first to dip. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. See ya. They're going to be the first to go. Okay? But they're very dreamy. If they're happy in their environment, if they feel safe in their environment, if they feel like they're surrounded by love, they're very happy in their environment. But the minute something happens that's off kilter, they're out. They're gone. Bye. The minute. Okay? For Pisces. And you got all these planets in there of the truth and feelings and being rebellious and what's the truth and communication. So Pisces, you're going to have to just be aware on all levels, okay? But you got a lot of supporting stuff here because right next to you is Venus and Saturn in Aries, okay? Remember, that's about the reality of stuff. You're a dreamy person, but with Venus and Saturn in Aries, you need to stay grounded, okay? Not everything is sunshine and rainbows. And I think Pisces has a really hard time seeing ugly people on the inside, not their face. I think Pisces has a hard time labeling somebody as ugly on the inside. It makes them feel bad. But that's the reality. Some people are ugly on the inside and they don't want to change and they don't care. And that's the reality of it. And Pisces, you're going to have to just, nothing you can do about it except move on. Okay? You can't help anybody. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. So Pisces, don't even try. Okay? Don't even try. Now, you on your 90 degrees of your opposition, all right, this square, it's Cancer. It's the moon and Jupiter in Cancer squaring you, which means expansion of feelings. Also, make sure your feelings are validated and real. Okay? Make sure. Okay? Because you could say I love you to somebody who never thought you'd ever say that to them. And it's going to take them off kilter and it's going to make you feel bad because they don't feel the same way where you thought they did. You see what I'm saying, Pisces? So be careful that when you're exploring feelings, you're staying grounded in the truth. Okay? All right? Make sure you're staying grounded in your truth. Because you could distort. Somebody comes and spends time with you, and all of a sudden you're daydreaming of getting married. You're easily distorted. You're easily distorting stuff into fantasy. Be careful that you don't do that. All right? Because Jupiter and the moon in Cancer, it's going to distort things.
Brown and orange.
Okay?
Orange and brown.
Yep.
Orange and brown.
All right. So other than that, you don't got anything opposing you. There's nothing in the house of Virgo.
Orange and brown.
So
Brown.
you're fine there. The only thing you've got is at 90 degrees into Cancer. Okay. So, yeah. That's all you got. That's all I got for you. What did you guys think of that? Did that help you at all? Any? Are we good? Yeah, if Aquarius woman knows who she is and knows about vibration and being a good person and trying, Aquarius women probably are really, really good people. I've never met one. I have never met another Aquarius woman who wasn't a backstabbing bitch. I'm going to tell you that right now. I have not. So, I have not. So Jackson, I'll let you know when shit gets bad. What does that mean? I believe it, edits. I believe it. That's root beer. I don't know if you're gonna like root beer. I got root beer.
You got beep.
You like root beer?
You got beep beep.
Yep, that's kind of spicy. Yeah, I didn't think you were gonna like that. Here, let me have it. Let me have your root beer.
My craft beer.
There's one.
This is mine.
I don't think you're gonna like root beer, baby. That's butterscotch. That's the best one.
A yellow and purple. A yellow and purple. Can I have a yellow and purple?
Yeah, purple's good.
Can you get it?
Yeah, this is butterscotch.
Here you go. Can I have it?
Yeah, butterscotch is my favorite.
Yeah, purple and brown.
Mm-hmm. Oh, if this helped. Oh, yeah. Different shit, different day. Well, Sue Jackson, if it's different shit, different day, you're jumping timelines. It's not the same shit, different day. I would say that's a plus. So, Scorpio men. I don't know any Scorpio men. Do I? I got Scorpion grandkids. I don't know of I don't think I have any Scorpion people around me. Besides Sue Jackson. I think that's it. Take that word out.
I go, woo. Woo.
Sue Jackson. Take that word out. I go with the flow and have faith in the best. Hey, T-Bone. Your grandpa's a Scorpio and he was the best. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. When I worked at LaBarge in Huntsville, one of my good friends, Terry, was a Scorpio, and she married a man also named Terry, who was a Scorpio. And yeah, she was okay, and her husband was very loving. Very loving. Like, he was in the military, so he was gone, but when he was back from the military, like, he would have lunch with her at work. He would bring her lunch. He would sit with all of us. You know, it wasn't like, ew, I don't want to be with your friends. We would be sitting at the table. He'd be sitting at the table with us. He would, you know, they would talk. They'd have a lot to talk about. Communication on par between them. Like the power couple. Scorpio, Scorpio, the power couple. So, I was very envious because I was married to the douchebag Lee who couldn't keep his fucking penis in his pants. I wanted a relationship like that. And it was a very mature relationship. It was a very good relationship. So, she was lucky. I always thought she was very lucky. She's just a tiny little thing, like, she's like 5'2". She probably weighs like 90 pounds, and he's like big. You know, he's like a big guy. He's in the military. He's buff. And they were so cute together. So. Oh, it sounds like they would be perfect for each other, Cancer, Scorpio. Those fucking red wasps. There's another one. I can hear those things. Red wasps. I can hear their wings. I can hear them before I see them. And I don't know why. But let me go get the bug spray.
I got pink.
Yeah, you can get pink. Because it's got to die.
He got a pink or brown.
Pink or brown. Yeah. See right there. I gotta kill this thing. Oh, Jesus! If you have an abundance of wasps and flies around your house or in your house, get this stuff. Get this stuff. This kills everything for days. You don't have to buy the Raid and keep spraying that shit. All right? And you'll kind of feel it in your throat, but you'll get used to it. It's non-toxic. All right? It's non-toxic. It's for horse barns. So it's, you know what I'm saying? It's for horse barns and places like where cattle are and stuff like that. Right? So I get this stuff and I spray it in my house. Like because you know you got cat litter boxes and, you know, shit like that. And the flies will find their way in, of course, to the cat litter boxes. And the red waspers find their way in somewhere. But I spray this stuff and I won't see any flies for like 2 or 3 days. It's $10 for that bottle. It's an automatic sprayer. It does go in the automatic sprayer that you can set like on your fridge, and it sprays like every, I don't know, like 30 minutes. You don't have to do it for that though, but I just spray it. I don't, because after a while the automatic sprayer gets yucky and clumped up, and then it doesn't work. It's like not strong enough to push that down, so I just spray it myself. Yeah, country vet. Yeah. When do you look for a wasp nest? I'm pretty sure there's wasp nests all outside. I'm by trees. I'm by a drove of trees. And there's hang off, you know, of the eaves of the house. I'm sure there's wasp nests every fucking where.
Here.
So. Is Chappelle Roan on YouTube? I don't even know who that is. They're everywhere, I know. But it kills like the pumpkin bugs. There's been a plethora of pumpkin bugs. I don't know where they're coming from either. And the ladybugs. You know those Asian ladybugs that all corner in your house? They get in somehow? That will take care of them for days. You spray some in there, you won't see them. So, oh, careful, Bubba. Careful, Bubba. Bubba, don't spill that on my bed. Take that off my bed. Put it up here. There you go. Thank you. So, Kimberly, we are still getting snow here, so the wasps aren't out yet. Oh my gosh, Kimberly, where are you? That's crazy. Yep, edits, I wish you lots of luck. Don't chicken out. It's safe for pets. Yeah, Karen. Yep. Yeah. It's safe for pets because it's for cattle and horses. But my cats don't even faze them. Yep. And don't forget, I've got 4 adult cats and 5 kittens and 4 more kittens. Babies. So, yeah, they're fine. Yep, I know, Sue. Yeah, we have another cold front coming down. It's supposed to cool us off. Yep. When's it supposed to be here? When's that cold front coming? Yeah, not anytime soon. Let me see. Alright, we got Thursday. Yeah. Alright. Thursday. We got Friday. Here it comes on Friday. Yep. Tomorrow. It's going to drop us down to, looks like 52 degrees, 55 degrees, 52 degrees, 46 degrees on Saturday, 44 degrees on Saturday, 41. Looks like 41 on Saturday, and then it's skedaddling back up. So, yep, starting tomorrow. Good, because I hate being hot. And then It looks like Sunday we're back in the 70s. Sue Jackson. And Monday 70s again, 77, 80, Monday. And then Tuesday, Tuesday, 77 again, 80, Tuesday. And then Wednesday, we got another cold front dropping down. Cold front, Wednesday dropping down. Okay. And is that where I'm stopping? Yep, that's where I'm stopping. So I'm going to say by next Wednesday also, cold front's coming in. So, we got 2 cold fronts coming in. So, yeah, you can come get her. Yeah, she's eating, she's drinking, she's using the cat litter box. You can come get her. Yeah, I wouldn't put my plants out. Nope. I'm going to be home this weekend, yep. Yeah, next weekend I'm not. Yep. Next weekend we're going to Oklahoma. So, this weekend is my anniversary, but all I asked for was to go to Western Sizzling. That's all I want to do. I just want to go get some cold pasta salad. I really don't want to do anything but go get some cold pasta salad. So, that's all. That's all I want to do. I just want to eat cold pasta salad. It is my anniversary this weekend. I just want to go to Western Sizzling. That's it. I think we're gonna do living room casino. Thank you, T-Bone. I think we're gonna do living room casino, but I think we're gonna try to win some money. Thank you, Kimberly. That's what we call it, living room casino. So, may do that for our anniversary, but I can watch and maybe learn. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yep. Thank you, Kieran. Wait, if it's going to be cold, does that mean half of the day's ideas we can't do? If it's going to be cold, that means half the day ideas we can't do. I do date. I don't know what you're saying, Edits. Are you drunk? Living room casino. I bet the room rates are great. They are, Kimberly. They are. You get free Corona and you can smoke in the house. Seriously, I got all kinds of screens set up. My husband has his computer screen. I have my computer screen. We sit side by side just like in a casino. He has an ashtray. He smokes his cigarettes and he has a Corona if he wants one. I got my drink, if I, Coke or something, if I have one. Coffee maybe. I don't smoke, but we sit side by side and we'll play different machines. It's a lot of fun. So that's what I call that, living room casino. Bree, I miss dating. So, Well, you gotta, you've been married 22 years. You still gotta keep that spice in life, right? Still gotta keep it spicy. First dates in my days were talks. That's all you did. I'm going to say that's probably the first thing we did, too. Me and David, when we went out on a date, we went... I think our first date... David, are you still here? He can... I hated dating. Me, too. Is David still here? Yeah, they're online. Yeah. David Joshua Webb. Are you still here? He was on here. He might have dipped. Probably sleeping. He didn't get no sleep today at all. Got like an hour. Anyway, our first date, we went to Chinese food. We went to a Chinese restaurant. That's the first day he actually stabbed my hand for trying to take broccoli off his plate. And I was sitting across from him like I am you. At a table. Sitting across from him, and I reached over to get broccoli off his plate, and he stabbed my hand.
I want to take off my pin.
Well, take it off. You're doing it. Twist it off.
Can
Look.
you help?
Yeah, look. See? Twist it off.
Can I have it?
Yeah, do you want it back? Hey, Chip, look at me. I'm gonna put it right here. If you want it to put it back in, fix your fire truck. Pretend like you're fixing it. Anyway, and when I looked at him for stabbing my hand, he said, "Don't take food off my plate." And I was like, "Wow, like this guy like boundaries, right?" He said, "Don't take food off my plate. If you want broccoli, you were up there at the bar. You should have grabbed some broccoli." I was like, okay. I was like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, I'm serious. I was like, all right then. And then our second date, we went to a movie and then we played pool. That was something that we like to do, is go play pool. You know, the square table, balls, sticks, right? And the movie that we saw was European or Europe. It was a funny movie. I can't remember. He thought it was funny. I thought it was lame, but that was our first movie we went to, and then we went to go play pool. And that place ended up burning down because everything I leave burns down. So we didn't go back to playing pool there. And our third date, went to a Japanese restaurant, and then basically we were married. So I love bowling. I'm not good at it, but I love bowling. Absolutely. You can take me bowling any day. I love bowling. I love bowling so much. My husband, Sue Jackson, used to play tennis with me, but my husband used to play tennis with me, and my kids would play tennis with me. So I had plenty of tennis partners, but kids are gone. Sue Jackson's, she broke her ankle and had to have pins in it, so that kind of nixed the tennis playing. I'm sure we could probably do it now, though, maybe, as long as I don't make a run. And then I like libraries too, but that's just a me thing. I'm not taking my dates to the library. My husband would hate the library. Oh, somebody posted that their father passed away. I am sorry for your loss too, whoever that was. But I like to play pool. And I like to play, it's kind of like, I like to play air hockey for sure. Roller skating, I love roller skating. You could take me roller skating too. Absolutely love roller skating. I would go roller skating in a heartbeat. And I love air hockey, and I love pinball. But there's another game at the bar where you had the little discs, and you try to knock your opponent off of the table where they don't get points. Like, everybody's at one end, and there's a triangle at the other end, and the disc will stop in the number, but then it's your turn, and you want to try to knock them off, and your disc stays in the triangle with the numbers. And I forget what it's called, but I love that game too. So it's not air hockey. You do that at the roller skating. Is it shuffleboard? It's like shuffleboard, but you stand at it. It's like shuffleboard. It's in the bar. Used to be in the bar. I haven't been to the bar since I was a kid, actually. I haven't not been to the bar, but I used to play with my mom. My mom when my mom and dad took me to the bar, I would play with my mom. It's like shuffleboard, but you stand up and you have discs with your fingers. So I don't know if that's shuffleboard. They had a snooker table too. It's kind of like pool. It's called snook, where it's a stop sign. It's a stop sign pool table, and then it's got like bars where your balls will bounce off of. It's called snooker. I used to play that with my mom, but I could never beat her with that. So, you really want to go to the zoo? Let's see. Table shuffleboard. That's exactly what it's called. Yeah, it's called table shuffleboard. I used to play that with my mom, and I loved that game. Table shuffleboard. Yep. They got tabletop curling, too. Weird. Anyway. Tabletop shuffleboard. Yes. Loved it. Just made my own deck out of playing cards. Any recommendations for extra cards to add? No, actually, Ultimate Beast, the playing cards were the original tarot cards. They are. Yep. So you won't need reversals. Just read the cards the way they are. Hearts are cups, diamonds are pentacles, swords are spades, clubs are wands, and then you have your court cards. Which I would take the court cards out. I really wouldn't need the court cards either. But don't forget, your playing deck of cards is the original Ouija board card. Is the original tarot card. Absolutely. So... Kimberly, I used to be on the shuffleboard team that traveled from bar to bar. Aww, that sounds wonderful. I love cribbage. I'm a cribbage champion. We got a cribbage board. Yes, my mom and dad taught me how to play cribbage. Yes, my husband plays cribbage. My kids play cribbage. Yes, we are a cribbage family. We love cribbage and spades. We like spades too. But cribbage, yeah, I was raised on cribbage and chess. So, ultimate, it's Mary Wendy. Oh, hello, Mary. Yep. I love poker. Not the sexual game either. I like to play Texas Hold'em. My husband and I, we talked about getting together. What we wanted to do, but you can't really get anybody together. But actually what we wanted to do was like have poker tournaments here at the house. But you can't get anybody on the same page. Like, we were going to have the chips, your buy-in, cash on hand, have the poker night, walk out with the money. Like, me and my husband wanted to do that, but like I said, you can't get anybody together. So, have you ever read cards from the Russian Gypsy Fortune deck? It's interesting. No, I don't think so. I have chips. Yep. I play strip poker. Yeah, I bet you would. I bet you would. Oh, you sting that boy and I will murder you. You want to see a red wasp bomb dive me? Because they're aggressive little shits. Yep. There he is. Goddamn, die already, bitch. Alright. It dies. It's getting aggressive. Wednesday is another tarot card reader. Isn't she? Oh, yep. Spoons. I was raised on spoons. I taught my grandbabies in Oklahoma how to play spoons. We play all the time. Yep. Yep. Mary, we play spoons. Yeah. Well, we used to call it jackass, though. Spoons, we used to call it jackass. If you didn't get the spoons, you were the jackass. So... T-Bone, 75 buy-in. Everyone gets 300 in chips. And the last 3 divide the pot. That would be great. Sue Jackson, I have played strip poker a long time ago. Usually when I was drunk. Yes, I know. I heard the stories. Shirtless. You could walk into her house. She would be shirtless. Zelda spoons is super fun. Y'all making me miss my childhood. Yeah. Yeah, try playing spoons with 9 siblings and 5 cousins. Now that was a riot. Because everybody would just knock the spoons everywhere. They didn't even care. They just wanted to see the fight for spoons between siblings and cousins. Julie, I have no idea what spoons is. Okay, so if you want to play spoons, you have to, if you have 5 people, you have 4 spoons. You always want 1 spoon less than the people that you're playing with. If you're playing with 3 people, you want 2 spoons. What you're going to do is you're going to start with the dealer, me. You're going to give all of your player 4 cards. What they want to do is get 4 of a kind. 4 kings, 4 queens, 4 jacks, 4 tens. So everybody, you deal out 4 cards for your people. You start with 1 person with the deck of cards, right? So pretend this is pretend I've got, and you only want 4 cards in your hand. If you get caught with more than 4 cards in your hand and you got a spoon, you don't get the spoon, okay? You don't get to count that. You got to have 4 cards in your hand, right? 4 cards. So the first person looks. Say I want to collect 2s. I have 2 2s and I want 2 more 2s. If I pick up a card and it's a 2, I'm going to keep it and I'm going to discard a card to the person who's next to me. And they're going to pick it up and pass it to the person next to them if they don't want it. And when you get 4 cards of the same number, you're going to get a spoon. But then that gets everybody else to get a spoon. Sometimes it can be quite a fight because sometimes when people grab a spoon, they fling the other spoons across the room, on the ground, under the table, in the kitchen. Sometimes they grab two, they got to get rid of one, they get scared. But so you're going to pick it up and you're going to keep going and you're going to keep going and you're going to keep going and you're going to keep going. Oh, here's my two. And you're going to keep going and you're going to keep going. Oh, no, no. Oh, here's my two. Got a spoon. That's spoons. It's so fun. Play with your friends. It's so fun. I bought some games for the kids to play. You know, I don't know if you guys have seen that on TikTok. They have little bottles underneath a shelf, and then you got to match like the color, like the yellow with the yellow, and if they match it, they get a prize. But you gotta like rearrange, like you gotta pick up a bottle and put it. I bought that game, and we're gonna have like candy prizes and cash prizes for the kids, because it is Easter, but they don't celebrate Easter because it's a pagan holiday, so they don't celebrate. But we're gonna celebrate like that with games. And then I got the tile game where I know you guys seen them. It's usually two people, and you flip a tile, and if they don't line up, you give it to them. They take the tile into their row, push down, they get the bottom tile. If it's theirs, they keep doing it, but if it's not theirs, they give it to the person across from them. Well, I got those tile games, and we can play 4 people. And I got the balancing thing. It's kind of like Tetris, but you're on a balancing boat, and if you misplace in the wrong, it tips over. So I got that for the kids too to play. And it's kind of like Jenga, but it's got sticks with balls, and every time you take a stick out, if the ball goes through and goes through, like you want the balls to not make their way through the sticks. I got that game too. So I love Cards Against Humanity, but I don't have enough people to play it. The best is doing it very quietly, yes, as the people continue to play. Yeah, and then you're like with your spoon. You're like holding your spoon. Somebody finally notices you got a spoon. Yeah. I love Scrabble. I play that online. Yup, me too. I love Scrabble. I love using my brain. Yes. I love Scrabble. Yeah, I love Cards Against Humanity. That's so much fun. Yep. So we had Cards Against Humanity, and then we had that other one. There was another one that you could buy, and it was like sexual. Hi.
Let's keep this one.
What one? There isn't no more.
Let's keep looking.
Oh no, I don't need any more suckers. You need to eat your supper. You need to eat your quesadilla that I got you earlier.
I want supper.
So edit, that's up to you. Why are you asking me? Cluedo? I've never heard of that, Julie. Never heard of Cluedo. Zelda, some games are so silly. Okay, another new growth goal. Living in new place. Locating new people to play games with. It's super fun, guys, if haven't yet. I know. Zelda, are you saying that you're going to get some new friends and play card games with them? I mean, absolutely. There's not enough of us here, though, for me to get anybody together. So. Oh, that cough. It's a mystery board game. You have to guess who killed. Oh, just Clue? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Wish I had more friends to play card games with. Yeah, we used to. I mean, when I was younger, we did. We had a lot of people that played card games. Now it's Magic the Gathering card games. But I'm a D&D girl through and through. I love Dungeons and Dragons. I played Dungeons and Dragons since high school. I will never not play Dungeons and Dragons if I have the opportunity. I love Dungeons and Dragons. I'm a D&D girl through and through. I love D&D. I guess I'm going to try to play Magic the Gathering. Try to give it a whirl. My husband played D&D with us, so I've got to reciprocate. Try to learn the game. So, yes, Zelda. Yep. I love D&D. If you have an Alexis, you can play D&D with your Alexis. Just make sure that you're mapping out what you're doing, though, because you're going to be... If you don't map out going through a door, going through a door, going through a door, you're going to be traveling in circles. But Alexis, you can play D&D with your Alexis if you have one. So, it's online now? Yeah. It's on Oculus, too. And I wanted to do it before I gave my Oculus to the grandkids. You can play D&D on the Oculus if you have one. Guys, I'm going to also suggest the Oculus. Go get the Oculus. You will not be sorry. If there's anything that's just you and you're bored, an Oculus is so fun and you can do so many things with it. So many things with an Oculus. You can even have sex with an Oculus if you wanted to. You have to connect it to a PS5, I think. It's one of those Oculuses. I don't have a PS5. But you can have sex. You can have virtual sex on an Oculus. I had a friend who did it. So, I don't know, but I would suggest an Oculus to any one of you. Beat Saber, oh my god. Beat Saber is the best game. You got the Star Wars, and you slash the color to the color, and they give you songs. Oh, that game. And if you put some weights on your arm, you're going to get a workout. It's a workout anyway. But you get some wrist weights or some arm weights, you're going to get a workout. And then they got Beat Saber Fitness, where they make walls come at you. And the guy says, move to the left, move to the right, move to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right. Like, you can get a workout. Then they got punching. They got, they got fitness. They got all kinds of shit. So, yes, Oculus is connected to the Meta, and no, Meta is not the devil. Yes, T-Bone. Yes, Oculus. Yes. I gave my Oculus away my Oculus 1 away. Now I need to get Oculus 2. I'm an Oculus girl also. So, I miss it.
I don't know.
So, yep. Oculus. You can do escape rooms with the Oculus. I've done a few of those. Super fun. You got puzzles you need to figure out. One of them was the haunted house escape room. I went into a room and the Ouija board started moving by itself. So fun. Oh my gosh. Super fun. So you had to get like the message it was spelling out. You had to pay attention. So, love it. And then, but I don't like the zombies. I won't play the zombies. I won't play the crawly things coming at you on the Oculus. I won't play that. So, I don't play those games. Yeah. So, Oculus, guys. Yes. And they're not expensive because they're not new anymore. You got an Oculus 4. Just like the PS's, PS came out, PS1 came out, PS2 came out. Now you're on PS 16,000, and all of the other ones are like super cheap. Oculuses are the same way. They're not expensive.
Ready?
Get the guards for your hands, though. Okay? Get the encasings for your hand controls, because they will get busted. Somebody will hit a wall. Somebody will fling that thing across the room. So, get that. I like playing Plants vs. Zombies. Nah, that's too boring. I think my husband used to play Plants vs. Zombies on PS4, I think. Or Xbox. I don't know. Something like that. So. Especially with horror games. Yeah, I can't do horror games. I'm not going to do it. I'm not feeding the fourth dimension pigeons with my Oculus.
What are you doing?
It's not very often he plays like that. Like communicating, cars communicating. He's got cars and they're talking to each other.
Hey, what?
They're so cute. I come to pick him up at daycare today, and he was actually sitting at a picnic table with 4 other boys. He wasn't really like getting what the boys were doing, but he was actually just sitting there watching them. It's good to see him do that, because a lot of times he doesn't have anything to do with the kids. He'll go off and play by himself. He doesn't really communicate or play with the kids. Now, all the kids are playing together, and he will sit outside their circle and watch them play, but he doesn't involve himself in their play. So when I saw him sitting at the picnic table with the 4 other boys, watching them and like just being interested in what they were doing, like a step in the right direction. Because like I said, he doesn't get involved with anything, with anybody. So. So I was really happy to see that. They were like doing the thumb thing. They were all 4 doing the thumb thing.
Okay.
And then one of them grabbed Tripp's hand to make him do that, but he was like, because he doesn't like to be grabbed. So he was like, no. But he was watching them. He was genuinely watching them do the thumb climb thing. So he's getting there. I think when he gets to kindergarten, I don't know, he'll have a hard time fitting in, but I think he'll have like a few selected friends, but not like a lot of friends. He probably won't be in any sports. So, Papa wants to get a farm because he likes tractors and stuff like that, riding the tractors and 4-wheelers. So, that's another reason why Papa wants to get a farm. Not because Papa wants cattle and a farm, but because Tripp would really love the tractors and the plows and the combines and the 4-wheelers and the trailers. And he can help. He can learn. Because as long as it's repetition about him, like, feeding the cows, if it's just repetition, he can help Papa feed the cows. And I think he would really love that. So. Alright guys, I'm going to get off here. It's almost 9 o'clock and there's only 11 of us. I hope you guys have a really good weekend. I'm going to be couching out, but it's my anniversary weekend, so of course I'm going to spend it with my husband and of course Tripp. He's part of us. So I love you guys. Alright. I love 4-wheelers. Yeah, there's only one thing better than a 4-wheeler. No, 2. No, there's two things just as fun as a four-wheeler: a snowmobile and a ski-doo. The wave runners, all of those things are super fun. So if you ever can get on a ski-doo, if you ever can get on a four-wheeler, and if you ever can go snowmobiling, do it. You won't regret it. All right, I love you guys. I will see you. Thank you for the anniversary wishes. I'll see you guys Sunday.